Fratres Dei is a spiritual direction private practice which specializes in embodiment as expressed through traditional spiritual direction, ecstatic dance, and embodiment workshops. I developed Fratres Dei to provide a space where people can explore spirituality in a completely agenda-free, judgment-free space. I got into spiritual direction because I wanted to be able to create that space for people where, regardless of spiritual background, they would be able to connect with the divine in authentic ways and with integrity.
I feel great permission here to talk about what I have been struggling with on my own, and to cry when I need to cry, and to laugh at myself without feeling judged. I know that my process has been helpful through traditional psychotherapy, and yet the aspects of my life that are about my spiritual leadership calling and about my understanding myself to be outside of the typical spiritual practices of our culture have felt important to process with somebody else. Also, imagination-based meditation has been helpful to bring together things of my heart and my mind.
So I've actually been friends and colleagues with our founder Rachel for about 7 or 8 years now. And I was always really excited about the sort of ministry projects she had going on and the sort of training she was receiving as a spiritual director. And I had the real pleasure of getting to watch her build her practice from the ground up and go through intensive spiritual direction and mentorship. It's really amazing to be both working with and in a ministry partnership with someone that you trust so much. And I think that one of Rachel's greatest qualities, truly, and something that makes me trust her so much as a friend and also as a spiritual director, is her gifting for being able to cultivate such a welcoming, judgment-free space in which people are really invited into their full authenticity.
I first heard about the embodiment workshop from Rachel's Facebook page, and I went to seminary with her. This workshop was focused on the connection between mind, body, and soul. It impacted me a lot, actually. I am not a very intuitive person when it comes to what my body needs, and I'm in my head more often than not. And so this workshop helped me bridge that gap and do what my body felt like it needed to do and not have any reservations about it.
So for me, ecstatic dancing, I didn't know what it was going in, and Rachel guided us through exploring our bodies and doing that to a track list of songs that she prepared, basically just connecting with our physicality. I also feel like when doing ecstatic dance, something sort of comes alive in you that you don't get to have at any other time. It's almost this childlike present-mindedness where you're having fun, but you're also resting at the same time.
My name is Sylvia. I am a non-denominational Christian, and I've been meeting with Rachel for spiritual direction over Skype for the last 2 years. Some of the benefits I've seen from spiritual direction, I've been able to learn more about the Father's heart and just know about His intentions. Yeah, it's also sustained me in moments of just the day-to-day work and the struggle sometimes of day-to-day life. I feel like spiritual direction has really helped me and sustained me and helped me from burnout. Rachel has provided for me this safe space where I can just intentionally be with the Father and just listen in, even when I'm struggling to listen.
What started the process, I was meeting with my morning prayer group, and I told them I was contemplating getting a degree in theology. And one of them, who was actually headed off to seminary right now, said, well, what do you plan to do with that? And I said, I have no idea. She goes, you probably should figure that out. And through that, you probably should get a spiritual director. Part of why I selected Rachel, why I thought she would be a good spiritual director, is because of her focus on body work. I have a tendency, just as to who I am, to get very wrapped up in my brain. So having someone who could help me sort of work that discernment process, not only through what's going on in my head, but what's going through my emotions, going through my body, I thought would be really beneficial for me. Rachel offers a first session for free as to get to know you and see how you fit together. I'd definitely take advantage of that.
I do spiritual direction because I believe that every person has a unique way of interacting with the divine and engaging spiritually. And it is an infinite joy to me to help people unravel what that is and what that looks like, and how people can live into complete spiritual vitality without any fear or any concern with judgment or critique, so that ultimately the world can be completely alive as a spiritual and physical place.